So welcome to the blind faith experiment. The blind faith experiment is for those who are ready to stop negotiating with their own power. This experiment is for the ones who want to move like they know, not hope, not try. No. Okay? You are done with overthinking and trying to prove yourself to your desires. You are done asking for signs. You are done with methods that actually come from fear and lack. For 7 days, you are choosing the simplest, most direct path to manifestation, being the one who already has it. This experiment is not about effort. It is about identity. It is about showing up as your God self. The one who naturally magnetizes everything because they live from certainty, not confusion. You are not here to check if it's working. You are here to be the one it always works for. If you've been craving a reset, a deep surrender, a realignment back into your own operant power, then this is it. The blind faith experiment is a 7-day immersion into pure, embodied knowing. No techniques, no forcing, no mental gymnastics, just you, your consciousness, and your decision to trust yourself fully. This experiment takes you into the energy of inevitability. Whether you desire deep love, wealth, peace, visibility, health, or ease, you're no longer asking, how do I get it? But knowing, of course, it's mine because I am consciousness. I have access to all potential. You will stop trying to manifest and begin to embody the version of you who is living the exact reality they want. The purpose of this experiment is to help you live as your God self instead of living as your old self. Dissolve the habits and thoughts that keep you in waiting mode. Stabilize the energy of certainty and inevitability. Make decisions as the version of you who already has the life you want. Move like your desires are guaranteed because they are. Return to stillness, presence, and authenticity over effort and techniques and methods. Reconnect with the power you already have as consciousness, expressing itself through human form, not an external God that you're worshiping. And if that was too long for you to pay attention to, the purpose of this experiment is to trust yourself completely for 7 days and watch what reality does in response. Hey, Megan. So here are the rules, okay? Thank you, Megan. So here are the rules, okay? Rule number 1. No methods, okay? I know I'm going to burn y'all ears off saying this. No methods. No methods. None. No methods, no techniques, no daily practices that are like aligned to help you manifest something. None, no methods, no techniques. This is the blind faith experiment. And if you try to do techniques, you're only going to cheat yourself out of it. You're going to, nothing, zero. Zero means zero. Zero means nothing. Zero means nothing. 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 Do not ask, so can we use this? Nothing. Nothing. If you do not feel like you cannot do any techniques, this ain't the challenge for you. You might need to go educate yourself some more about consciousness. Come back. This is why I keep telling y'all, this challenge is not, it's not a challenge. This experiment is not for beginners. So if you're having a hard time, it's because you're doing it from the state of somebody who thinks they need to do something. This experiment's not for you. If you don't feel like you can not do any type of technique, try again the next round. But it's not for you. And I don't want you to think I'm being mean. I'm trying to help you, save you some frustration. Because you finna come in here and you finna try to do techniques and it's going to piss you off. Do affirmations count? Laugh my ass off. I don't be knowing if that's a method or not. So affirmations, robotic affirmations, yes. Affirmations are just thoughts and words. I'm affirming right now and you're affirming right now. Just by talking, that's affirmation. So don't worry about if you're affirming good enough or not or whatever. How you talk on a regular basis about yourself and your circumstances is affirming. I want to let y'all know, y'all don't just stop affirming just because you stop robotically affirming. You're always affirming. Every single thought that you think is an affirmation. Every conversation that you have with people is an affirmation. When I'm saying no methods, no techniques, no nothing, I mean it. You're not gonna get to the God state. You're not going to, and it's nothing to really get to, but it's not gonna be revealed to you unless you decide to not cheat yourself and actually not fucking do the techniques. I'm not about to babysit you, and I'm not about to, don't come in here if you feel like you need somebody to persuade you to do something, if you feel like you need somebody to convince you to do something, and if you feel like you need somebody to hold your hand and drag you to the water to drink it, this is the wrong group of people to be in, because we don't fuck with that. If you feel like you can't hold yourself accountable, this is the wrong group to be in, because we don't fuck with that. If you don't feel like you can literally mommy yourself, get yourself up and do the shit that you're supposed to do, this is the wrong group for you, because we don't fuck with that. Okay? We're not doing saturated sessions. This is a do nothing. This is a blind faith experiment. We are not doing any right now. Focus. Lock in. Today is Sunday. We are talking about the blind faith experiment. We are not talking about techniques. We are not talking about saturation. We are not talking about doing anything in regards to techniques or methods. If you understand, drop an emoji in the comments, because I'm not talking again until I think I understand that everybody in here understands. Beautiful. Okay, so for those who understand, let's continue. So rule number 1, like I said, no methods, no techniques, no daily practices unless they come from inspiration. When I say unless they come from inspiration, I mean stillness, I mean movement, I mean self-reflection, right? I'm not talking about doing something to get something. All of those things, stillness, movement, reflection, they make space for your desires, okay? Number 2, respond to the world, respond to the field, okay? You need to think, you need to choose, you need to behave like your God self. And we will be getting clear on that, okay? Nervous system regulation is not a manifestation technique. So you should be doing it regardless of if you manifest or not. Number 3, regulate. No spiraling, no second guessing, no giving fear a voice. I'm going to say that again. Regulate. No spiraling, no second guessing, no giving fear a voice. Do not piss me off. Hey, Sky. No asking, is it possible to manifest this? Don't fucking ask none of those questions. Because like I said, this is not a space for beginners. So if you feel like joining along and you know damn well that you're a beginner, check yourself. Here are the rules. Here are the rules. They're right here. I'm not hiding them from you. The link is in the bio. No spiraling. No second guessing yourself. No giving fear a voice. Okay? Number 4, self-inquire. For the love of God, please self-inquire. If you notice any resistance, if you notice any doubt, if you notice any fear arising within you, I need you to rest in the awareness that observes it. There is nothing to fix. There's nothing to analyze. I need you to simply watch the feelings, return to presence, let it go, and trust yourself fully. That's all I need you to do. But he said that I don't care. But they told me that they were going to evict me. I don't care. Relax. But I checked my bank account and it don't matter. Stop. Y'all are not used to stillness. Y'all are not used to effortlessness. Y'all are not used to stopping. So it's gonna fucking feel uncomfortable. It's gonna feel weird, new, different. What do you mean I don't have to try hard to get that? Yeah, that corrects. You don't have to try hard. And this is 7 days of not trying at all. Okay? I heard no second guessing, no giving fear a voice. And what was the other one? No spiraling. And I mean that. I mean it. As a professional spiraler, a former retired professional spiraler, I know that y'all can catch that spiral before it goes down. I know you can. I'm just saying, I know you can, because I used to be the person who say I can't control it. It's just who I am. I used to be that person. So you can't bullshit me, because I stopped doing it. And that means you can stop doing it. You can't tell me what you can't control. Get the fuck out of here. Next, self-inquire. If you notice any resistance, doubt, or fear as it arises, and rest in the awareness that observes it, there is nothing to fix. There is nothing to analyze. Simply watch the feelings, return to presence, let it go, and trust yourself fully. If you need to drop down into a do nothing session in the next 7 days, do it. Okay, I'm going to tell you the best times to do it, because I know the best times that work for me. Number 5, show up. Okay? I know that life be lifing. I know you might end up having to work. I know you might have to end up doing this or that. Whatever, cool. You must show up for the daily do nothing session live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hey, Ray. All right? Every morning. If you miss one, big whoop. It's only 7 days. You can't give yourself 7 mornings in a row out of all the days of your life. You can't give yourself these 7. And it's not for long. We ain't gonna be doing it but for a few minutes. Come on now. We going up. We going incrementally up. So today we're gonna have the shortest one, and on the last day will be the longest one. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You see how we going? Or sorry, 25. I done skipped a few numbers. Anyway, child. Show up. It's for you. I could do this in my bedroom alone. I do it in my bedroom alone every morning. But I'm doing this because I want to share its benefits with you. And I want you to see how it can change your life. And last but not least, this one, I need everybody to lock the fuck in, okay? This is one of the rules that it trips people up, okay? I need you to share. Drop at least one voice note for at least 10 seconds or a message daily about your insights, your experiences, your challenges, your shifts in the Discord experiment chat. Okay? So the last challenge, we will drop a voice note and then we will post on TikTok. You don't got to post on TikTok. I just want to drop a 10-second voice note minimum. Mine be like 3 minutes. Sue me. 10 seconds. Hey, y'all. It's day 2 and I'm really struggling with doing nothing. I want to script so bad. I want to affirm robotically so bad, but I trust myself, so I am not going to do that. Boom, 10 seconds. Y'all won't last in my accent. We will. We have had accents that are very much so thick in the group chat, and they had a blast. So don't worry about your accent being thick. Don't worry about it. And so I've heard your accent. It's not as strong as some of the people in the group chat. You're good. All right, so here's the daily rhythm. For the next 7 days, starting today, we're going to start off our day with a nice do-nothing session. Today's will be 10 minutes. She said I'm country as hell. Don't worry about that, sweetheart. Today will be 10 minutes. I want you to simply sit, or I want you to lay still. Okay? Keep your eyes open. That's the difference between the do nothing session and other meditations. We keep those eyes open. The only way your eyes should be closed is if you're advanced. Okay? You're good. Lock in. Don't be sorry. Lock in. Keep your eyes open. Allow yourself to blink. This is not a staring contest. Breathe deeply and slowly, intuitively, structurelessly. Don't count your breaths. Just breathe intuitively. Okay? Let your mind wander or settle naturally. And resist the urge to fix the thoughts that arise. Don't react to the thoughts. Don't try to reject the thoughts. Don't try to create new thoughts to replace the thoughts. You will let the mind soften and reconnect with the version of you who has nothing to fix or chase. This is your reset point, your grounding, your return to source. Okay? So that's part 1 of your day. You're going to do your do nothing session. The part 2 of your day is embodied living. For the rest of the day, you move as your God self. You think in favor of your desires. You make choices from your fulfilled identity. And you practice zero negotiation with old patterns. You catch yourself doing some fuck shit, you stop. Because you know why you're doing it. You don't have to do the shadow work over and over and over again to figure out the root cause of why you're doing what. You already fucking know. So now that we already know why we're doing the thing that we should not be doing, that is causing the very reality that we're trying to change, anytime we catch ourselves doing it, thinking it, or saying it, stop. Okay? And the last but not least is the voice note. At the end of your day, in the evening, drop the 10-second voice note. I know that a lot of y'all, once y'all get into it, it's gonna end up being longer than 10 seconds. Y'all wanna be fake shy? I'm gonna give y'all grace. You can be shy. Go ahead, be shy. But you better drop that voice note. What if I already did the fuck shit? I gotta start tomorrow? No. If you already did it, the only thing that matters is now, so it doesn't matter. The present is the only moment that matters. Who are you being in the present? That's what matters. That's what we focused on. We want to know, who are you being right now? Uh-huh. I'm a yapper and I don't know, y'all. Better be prepared for me. We prepared, boo. Because I'm a yapper. I told y'all how long my voice notes get. So you do not have to warn me. Okay. So yeah, in the morning, we will be here every day at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. In the evening, there is no really set time to drop your voice note. Just drop it. I love your new logo and photo of the big sticky yes, Ema. Thank you guys. For those who have not noticed, I recently changed this account name to the Big Sticky Yes, which is my blog and my YouTube channel. I also changed it from I Claimed It So It's Mine. I Claimed It So It's Mine was a brand that developed from my awakening, and I started to use it and lean on it too heavily. So that's why I changed my name to the Big Sticky Yes, because that is my actual brand. I Claimed It So It's Mine, aka Icism, ICISIM. That is my philosophy. So it's not the last time you will be seeing that acronym. It's not the last time you will be seeing those words together. It's just, it has been moved and positioned further, more deeply into my philosophy. Whereas the front runner, the representative of my brand, is the Big Sticky Yes, because that's how life starts feeling when you get into the God state and you feel magnetic. You feel like everything just sticks to you. You feel like when you say yes, everything that you say yes to sticks to that yes. And y'all are gonna see. I ain't even gonna say too much. Can I still join you? Yes, baby. We just going over the rules. We just going over the rules. All right, here are some things to note. We're almost at the end. This is the end, actually. Some things to note. This experiment is simple, yes, but not casual. It requires honesty, presence, and a willingness to stop operating from fear. I'm going to say that again. It requires honesty, presence, and a willingness to stop operating from fear. This is not for beginners who still feel confused about the basics. If you need foundational understanding first, sit this one out and join the next round. If you are tired of checking, doubting, and micromanaging your reality, if you feel the pull to embody the version of you who knows everything is guaranteed, this experiment is for you. I cannot wait to see you inside. You are ready for this, and I will see you soon. Okay, so if you have not, there we go, Sky. See, she already had it again. I love when people take initiative to do things without being asked to. If you have not joined the Discord, you are going to need to join the Discord in order to participate. Okay, because that's where all the updates are going to be. That's where all the announcements are going to be about the challenge and everything like that. So before we get into this, I want everybody to get comfortable because we're about to do our first do nothing session together. Okay, so find a seat or lay down or get comfortable or go outside and lay in the grass. Go on your porch and sit on the porch or whatever space or time or wherever is more comfortable for you. You can do it in silence. I will be playing this background track to kind of guide your mind through the flow. Because for some people, specifically people on the spectrum, people with ADHD, they find it hard to sit still and also sit in silence. If you have restless leg syndrome or something that makes your body move a lot, you can go on a walk on a treadmill or around your block while you're doing the do nothing session. As long as the mind is still and you are allowing, well, not the mind, as long as your attention and your focus is still and you are allowing the thoughts to just go. You don't need to change the thoughts. You don't need to control the thoughts. They could be the worst thoughts in the world. You let them ride past like clouds or ride past like cars on a highway. You don't need to control the thoughts. Once again, you don't need to control the thoughts. So I'm going to do a little brief intermission. I'm going to let y'all get comfortable. I'm going to put my mic on mute and I'm going to come back in like 3 minutes. I don't know why I'm muting myself before I could even... Matter of fact, never mind. I ain't going to mute myself. Yeah. But just get comfortable. Yeah, put me muted. Put ready in the comments. Can you hear me? Okay, hold on. Let me get my mic. Child, here we go. Hold on one second. All right, can you guys hear me? Beautiful. Okay, so get comfortable. I will be sitting while doing my do nothing session. You will see firsthand how I do my do nothing session. I typically do my do nothing session in silence. I don't need, I could be anywhere. And I think that's because I've been doing it for so long now. I could do it in a closet. I could do it in the shower, on the toilet, in the car, while I'm walking, at work, at home. I could do the do nothing session anywhere, because I've adapted it to my lifestyle. And that's what eventually I want you guys to do. But for now, since we're all beginning, I want everyone to know these three things about the do nothing session. Number one, it's not a manifestation technique. Okay? So don't go into it with the intention to manifest anything. That is why I manifest the way that I do, is because I'm not trying to manifest anything with this. Okay? What it is a stillness practice. This is a stillness practice, yes. What does stillness do? Does anyone know why why does stillness make it so easy to manifest before we start this? Because I want y'all to go in with a general understanding, right? Sky says you gain your control back. Okay, I like that. I like that. Close. There's no resistance. Bingo. Lovely. To stay in the present moment. Bingo. Lovely. It's nothingness that brings everything. Beautiful. Yes. And it regulates your nervous system. Beautiful. It shifts you in the present. Self-assurance. We get out of the way. Ding, 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 ding. Sev's got it. We get out of the way. That is why we are doing the do nothing session. Okay? And that just dawned on me. I'm not going to play music. Actually, we're going to raw dog life. If you do need music, play your instrumental. But I'm just going to sit in silence because that is the way that works best for me. So I'm going to show y'all what works best for me, and that's showing you also the real authentic way of being nothing and nowhere without distractions. So the third thing I need y'all to understand about the do nothing session is you do not need to do anything about the thoughts that are arising in your mind. You simply don't have opinions, thoughts, or feelings about anything that is going through your mind. You are in the seat of the observer. That's why I constantly tell y'all, strip yourself of your name, your race, your age, your opinions, your favorites, your non-favorites, your likes, your dislikes, your fears, your joys, your pleasures, your principles, your values, everything. Strip yourself of everything that you have developed as a human being. It is not the real you. It is an expression of you. One of the many. So when you do a do nothing session, you are going back into the form of pure awareness, which is God. You are going back into the form of pure source, where you are nothing and no one. You have no name, no face, no age, no nothing, no place, right? Because consciousness is non-local. And non-local means it's not sourced from anything. It just is everything. So it's reminding you also that you are source. Because when you sit back into the seat of the observer, the only person who can sit in that seat is source. The only person who can know awareness, the only one who can be aware of awareness is awareness itself. So that is what we are doing when we do this, okay? It's like I'm an observant of my mind. Exactly, exactly. So just be the awareness. Don't argue with the thoughts. Don't try to create new thoughts. If you accidentally argue with the thoughts, catch yourself and stop. Say, oh, I don't have to do this. Back to staring. That's why we keep the eyes open and we keep it on one focal point. You can look at a tree, you can look at the clouds, you can look at your ceiling, you can look at a wall, you can look at anything, okay? So we are going to sit in silence. And I'm going to put my timer on for 10 minutes. Everybody get comfortable. Hold on one second. I'm going to mute myself real quick, y'all. All right, hello. Can y'all hear me? Let's restart this. So yeah, we're going to sit in silence. Everybody get comfortable. I like to intuitively breathe. I will keep my eyes open. And I like to let my eyes soften and blink slowly or however I want to blink. It's not really me counting. I don't count my breath. I just make sure that I'm breathing. Okay? We are starting now. Well, look at that. You just completed your first do nothing session of the week. Wakey, wakey. 10 minutes seemed like 5 minutes. I know, right? It felt so short. It felt so short. Tea's here. All right, let's get it. Damn, that felt good, to be honest. Doesn't it? It's like a little vacation. Really. It's a vacation. I was about to doze off. Yeah, that tends to happen for people's first time. Bro, I was trying not to fall asleep. See, and that's why you keep those eyes open. I'm so proud of you guys. I know that if you're not used to stillness, it can be a little bit tricky in the beginning for some people. For other people, they just get right in there. They've been waiting to be still. They've been waiting to find a reason to just sit down and do nothing. So this is their perfect opportunity. They are not necessarily struggling, but for those who are in survival mode, or they feel like they got to constantly go, 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 or they might have some type of restlessness, it's a little bit, it could be a little tricky. Looking forward to the increasing. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to do 15 minutes. Tomorrow we're going to do 15 minutes. Now, here's the thing. Let me tell you what was happening. Let me tell you what was happening that whole entire time. Whether you felt like it or not, you were being an open vessel. Thank you. You were being an open vessel. It don't matter if you was arguing a little bit with your thoughts. It doesn't matter if you were, accidentally trying to replace the thought with an affirmation. It doesn't matter if you reacted emotionally to a thought. It doesn't matter if you flinched. It doesn't matter. Yeah. See, Stephanie was singing. It doesn't matter because your human self is going to continue to be no matter what you're actively and consciously doing. So don't worry about the intrusive thoughts. Don't worry about accidentally finding yourself responding, right? As long as you just nip it, be like, oh, I forgot I'm source and I am trying to sit with myself as source for a second. I forgot I'm pressing pause. I call it a human pause. I'm just putting my human on pause for a second. I'm just taking off the skin suit for a second and becoming pure awareness. That's what I call it. That's how I see it. Because that's what we're doing. We're sinking back into the remembrance of self, right? Exactly. That's what pause is. So that's what you were doing. You were becoming an open vessel. And the difference between who you are when you're actively doing, affirming, scripting, techniquing, subliminaling, affirmation taping, the difference between that and this is you're not doing anything. You're accepting that you are source and you're remembering that you are source. Isn't that beautiful, Sky? You are choosing. You are choosing to remember that you are the source of your desires. You are the channel that all of your desires are expressed through. So that is what I want you guys to remember. Okay? So you can do this as many times a day as you want to, but I don't want you to simply be trying to do this because you're trying to manifest something. Do it because you feel inspired to be source, sitting with source, awareness, hanging out with awareness, right? Do it because you're craving the stripping of the human identity that you have been programmed into. Okay? I don't want you to be like, oh, I really, really want to manifest this car. Oh, what can I do? What can I do? Let me go ahead and do another session because that's going to manifest it. Don't think like that. This is a reminder that you don't have to do anything to manifest your desire. You simply must decide, and that is that. And assume the position. Decide, get out of the way. Decide, get out of the way. Assume the characteristics of the person who has the desire. That's what I mean. I kind of started this 2 days ago. I was tired of overconsumption and doing all techniques. Look at that. So, see, this is for you. If you are tired of doing techniques, look at my love. My love says, I am the technique. Exactly. Exactly. Beautifully. Oh, look at us at 12K likes. I didn't even know we passed 1,000. Thank you all. I just like returning back to myself after abandoning myself for years. Yes, that is what we're doing. We're returning back to ourselves. We are returning back to ourselves. That was a vision I was having. Yeah. And so here's people were asking, why do we have to keep our eyes open during the do nothing session? Now, there's two different ways to do the do nothing session. You don't have to do it with your eyes open. I suggest when you're first starting off, you do it with your eyes open because it's less stimulation and willingness to imagine pictures and images and sounds and conversations and da 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 da. When you keep your eyes open and you have a single point of stimulation, you're less likely to come up with more thoughts and images and things of that nature because your external is being stimulated so you can feel safely sitting back into your consciousness because your external your human has something to preoccupy it, right? You close yours. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You do not want to if you feel like you can close your eyes and really not engage with the visuals or the thoughts or the feelings that come about. If you feel like you can do that, sure, close your eyes, but most of y'all can't right now. Most of you can't close your eyes and not react or respond to the images and the thoughts that come to you because they're so much stronger when your eyes are closed because they have a backdrop to be on. So they have the backdrop of your eyelids to be on. You don't want to do that, especially if you're trying to literally strip yourself of everything that you think and everything that you are and everything that you identify as. You don't want to close your eyes. I'm a master of that. Okay, beautiful. My eyes were open. Yeah, you want to keep those eyes open. If you have an active imagination, if your imagination is very, very, very vibrant, you're not going to want to do that when you first start. Because my imagination is fantastical. It's a whole entire fantasy novel up there. So if I close these eyes, it might get active. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. So I want you guys to do that more. I want you to fall into a do nothing session more. Why? Because this creates this shifts you into being an open channel. When you take effort out of the equation in regards to conscious manifestation, you become an open channel for anything. Even if you are specifically focused on one desire that you're manifesting, when you do nothing sessions, you become an open channel for everything. Haley said, if I close my eyes now, I'm in Narnia. I'm telling you, keep those eyes focused on something easy in your line of vision so you're not straining your eyes. You want your eyes to be as relaxed as possible, but not so relaxed to the point where you're falling asleep. I had a moment. I don't know if y'all caught it. Y'all probably wasn't even looking at me, but I had a moment where I was like, my eyes was like, ooh. And then I was like, nope. You are source. You are awareness. You are not tired. You are just 10 minutes of not being a human for a second. Tiredness does not impact you for 10 minutes. You'll be all right. And y'all see I made it to 10 minutes. But yeah, I want you guys to make sure that you lock in for these next 7 days. We will be doing this every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, whatever time that is in your time. be here. Okay. If it's a little too early for you, I'm sorry. Okay. Wait till I become unemployed and I'll do later sessions in the day. We're gonna keep doing blind faith experiments. I think this is gonna be my main challenge that I keep coming back to. Or not challenge. This is my main experiment that I keep coming back to because it is strengthening your willingness to manifest without techniques. Happy New Year, Jazz. It's midnight for me, but I love it. Oh, this is the perfect time, Chaos. For me, it's in the afternoon. Perfect. Yep, I kept snapping out of it. Beautiful soul. That's exactly what you need to keep doing. Because the more that you fall back into the observer seat, the identity of nothingness, no one but everything and everyone, the when you fall back into that, you're not in the way. You're consciously not in the way, right? Our consciousness is so used to being busy and trying to manifest stuff and trying to figure out and trying to get the technique right and worrying about if I do this, does that mess up my manifestation? If I do that, if I say that, if I think that, does that mess up my manifestation? How about stop doing anything? How about remember who the technique actually is? How about remember you are the power? You are the reason that the technique even works. The technique doesn't work because it works on its own. If that was the case, then people could just sell it and buy it and or people could just think of it and boom. Like, no, you're the technique. Okay? Welcome, Chrissy. How did you come up with this Ema? What was the inspiration? So I actually it was a natural evolution of self. This is why I say to come up with your own techniques as a natural evolution of self, right? So this particularly happened after I crashed out because I was just tired, right? I was tired of trying. I was tired of techniques. I was tired of consuming content. I was tired of reading books. I was tired of watching movies. I was tired of watching documentaries. I was tired of watching seminars. I was tired. I was tired. I was tired. I didn't want to consume anything else. I didn't want a coach or a guru or a influencer or a creator or even the greats. I didn't want to hear Neville. I didn't want to hear Esther Hicks. I didn't want to hear Joseph Murphy. I didn't want to hear Joseph Dispenza. I didn't want to hear nobody. I didn't want to hear what anyone had to say about anything because I felt like it was all getting mixed up within me. And so my reality was mimicking that. Like it was mimicking the mixed upness of how I was feeling internally. It was mimicking the overwhelmness of how I was feeling internally. And it was mimicking the stagnance of how I was feeling internally as well, right? Like, why isn't anything manifesting? Like, how come, I've been learning this long and da 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 da, I should be more advanced in this and da da da. It's because I had all of these ideologies and all of these different perspectives that I was impressing upon myself, right? It's not their fault. It was just me internalizing everyone else's perspectives about consciousness and creation. And so I said, you know what? I just need stillness and I need silence. I don't need anything right now. Because if I am God, if I am source, if that is the truth, then that's just what the fuck it is. So I sat still and my thoughts came and they went and they came and they went. Images came and they went. And then I opened my eyes and I stared at a wall and the images stopped and the thoughts slowed and I stopped trying to react to the thoughts and I kind of just observed the thoughts as something that I was just seeing and observing. I didn't really identify with the thoughts. They were Ema's thoughts, but they didn't feel like my thoughts. And so I just sat back into the seat of source because the only person who could sit in that seat is source. And I think I sat there for about 15 minutes and my phone ding, ding, ding. And I'm trying to ignore it, but then something tells me to just check and I look and it's my SP. And not only is he hitting me up just because like he wants to work things out and stuff like that, but he also offered to take me on a trip that I had been trying to manifest for a year, 2 years actually, not even a year, 2 years. I had been trying to manifest this trip. And he was like, yeah, I already got your ticket. yada, yada, yada. Like, after we have lunch and we talk about everything, I think we should definitely take some time to, just rest with each other. And that's exactly what I needed because I was so burnt out from my 9 to 5 at the time. I was like a corporate ladder climber. So I was very burnt out and just not like in a restful state. I was very strange. I was irritable. I was angry. I was reactive. I was not kind to myself. 2 years is wild. Exactly. 2 years is wild. When all I had to do was nothing. Ain't that right, boo boo? 2 years of me trying to affirm every day. 2 years of me trying to script. 2 years of me saying, like, I want this thing. I want this thing. I want this thing. I want this thing. Like 2 years of me doing all of that, where all I had to fucking do was sit down and be still. And then boom, SP came, Trip came, and then a money deposit came as well. A large lump sum of money. Okay. So what I took from that moment in my time in my life was I've been doing too much, right? I've been doing too much. I've been trying too hard, and I've been being this person who is in a effort mode, right? I've been efforting my way through my desires. Thank you for the 15K, guys. So that's what I want y'all to understand about the do nothing session. It's not a manifestation practice, it is a stillness practice. And being still in itself is what shifts you into being an open vessel. Doing nothing, being still, allowing things to come to you. Remembering that you are source, and if you had already made the decision, if you had already made the decree, if you had already claimed your desire as yours, then there is nothing else to worry about. If you have already claimed your desire as yours and you feel the itch to do a technique, the best thing to do is a do nothing session. Because the technique was already done when you claimed it. Now you become an open vessel. That is why things keep manifesting so rapidly. That is why things will start picking up for you because you're not trying to do it. You're not in the state of, how do I get this thing? Because if you're in a state of, how do I get this thing? Then you're in a state of not having it, babe. But if you're in a state of, I don't have to do anything to get this thing, I can just be still. I could just sit here and be an open vessel and it'll be coming because I already decided that I have this thing. That's what this is about. It's never been about ignoring your 3D. It's never been about, hey, Abby. It's never been about, do you decide what you want first, then be still? Absolutely. You got it right, Erica. Bingo. That's what remembering that you are source looks like. That's why I keep telling y'all thought I was banging that in y'all head for no reason. The only way that this will work is if you understand that you are the source that allows these things to come through. Because when you become an open vessel for yourself to fulfill your own desires, it has no choice but to come through, right? Boss lady, how do we got a call today, right? In an hour? Yes, well, technically in about, yeah, 40-ish minutes. And the only reason I say that is because there were some people who missed this morning's 10:30 session. So if you missed this morning's 10:30 session, I will be doing this again in at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. So that's in about an hour, like she said, 40-ish minutes, 50-ish minutes. And that's because I accidentally put 10:30 on the live here and 12:30 in the Discord. So don't mind me, y'all. That was just me being in autopilot mode. I was like, boom, 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 chugging them out. Let me make sure that I didn't skip anyone's questions. Tai Chi, thank you, honey. I thought it started tomorrow, the 10:30. My bad. You're good, boo. We're gonna do another 10-minute do nothing session at 12:30. So that's why I'm gonna get off pretty soon because I'm gonna take a little break and drink some tea and get myself recalibrated. And then we're gonna do a do nothing session in the actual Discord chat. So if you want to do it again, pull up. If you were like, oh, that was pretty dope. I fuck with that. Pull up. If you missed it, Pull up. We're gonna do all of this everything we just did. We're gonna do it again in the Discord chat because I accidentally put 12:30 in there as well. So let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. So does wavering even matter when you slip back into character? Mm. So here's the thing. I think when most people say wavering, they think that wavering means reacting and responding emotionally and feeling your feelings, crying, being stressed out, feeling fear. They think that that's wavering. Wavering is choosing the reality that you don't want to come true. You can still feel those feelings, right? You can still feel that hopelessness. You can still feel that fear, but still be choosing the reality that you want to come through. So in hindsight, wavering does not matter. But in my also hindsight, wavering is choosing a reality that you don't want to come true. It's choosing to believe in the reality that you don't want to come through, right? So I want y'all to understand what wavering means when we're talking about wavering. Wavering is a choice. Y'all are thinking about weebling and wobbling. That's just human antics. You're gonna weeble and wobble to the day you die. Jesus weebled and wobbled. Neville Goddard weebled and wobbled. Everyone weebles and wobble. You expressed into a human experience for the weebling and the wobbling. You did not express into the human experience to be one emotion for the rest of your life. Every single day, every single second. You came here for the fuck shit. Like, what are we talking about? God, source, consciousness, when they are in a state of pure consciousness, they can experience falling in love for the first time. That's a human thing because you are love when you are in the form of pure awareness. They can experience winning something for the first time. They can experience a comeback or redemption. They can experience learning something new for the first time because pure awareness is omniscient. They know everything, omnipotent, omnipresent. You can experience a new place when you are in a pure state of awareness because there is no place to go. You are omnipresent. You are everywhere and everything, right? So that is what I want y'all to focus on. Okay? Not techniques. Have a nice day, Christoph. Not doing anything to get something, but understanding if I'm not getting my desire, I'm not clear. And if I'm not clear, I'm not getting my desire. So let me clarify what I want, right? Decide that I have it, right? And become an open vessel and get out of the way of my desire. That is what we're focusing on. So make it a priority, all right? I'm going to wrap this live up. Like I said, if you missed the 10:30 a.m. session, we will be doing a 12:30 p.m. session. All right? In about 40-ish minutes. This was so good. Did the session on a walk, ended up grounding my feet in the wet grass. Thank you. Thank you. That makes me so happy. Thank you for the roses. Ema, why do I connect to the live and the sentence applies to me? That's how it be. You missed it? It's okay. So we're going to do this whole entire session. We're going to do it at 12:30. So that's in about 45-ish minutes. It's here on it's on Discord. It's on Discord. So I'll see you guys in the Discord chat. I am going to make sure I update the Discord link right now. For anyone having issues, let me know. Actually, no, I'm not going to update it. It's been working, right? Is anyone joining the Discord right now? Let me see if anyone joined. Okay, it looks like, yeah, it looks like we have some people. Welcome, guys. Let me wave. Okay, welcome, guys. Where to join? So hop into my link in my bio and you can join the community in Discord. It's going to say the God State Collective. Love this. Thank you so much. Excited for this week. I'm excited for you guys too. I'm excited for this week. I'm excited for myself too because I haven't done a blind faith experiment in a while, and that's like why I started all of this. So like it's like a full circle moment for me right now. Let me know if y'all get in successfully. Erica, I'm looking out for you, boo. Aliana has joined. Thank you for your patience. I had to like let you know I'm not mad or anything. The link didn't work? Okay, hold on, y'all. I do garden, so if you were curious, that is what I'm doing. Let's see. The link didn't work. Copy it into, can you copy it into your browser real quick and tell me if it works? Because for some reason, TikTok blocks everyone's link tree. I don't know why. Oh, snap. We have 17K. And you garden, my girl. Yes, I have to. No, I don't have to. I just enjoy it. I see the new members. Yeah, I see some new members too. So it looks like it's working for some people. So that means you probably have your settings in TikTok as like to block this link. Um, just you don't have to change your settings right now. Just copy and paste it into your browser. You can change your settings later. When I get off, we gonna roll up again. That worked? Okay, beautiful. Fun fact about gardening. Well, for me, a fun fact about gardening for those who are of age to do so. For me, a fun fact about gardening is that specifically when it's sativa, it awakens me. It makes me feel energetic and it makes me feel mentally alert. I can write like 4 chapters of a book. I get into flow state and I use it as medicine instead of like over consuming. So, well, I try. When I'm on vacation, when I'm chilling, I'm chilling. Do you live in a garden state? No, not really, because I can still reach pure awareness without gardening. I just consider it something that's a part of the world that's been created. Oh, that type of gardening, not me thinking you were talking about actual gardening. Oh, girl, I'm talking about the other kind. Did you start the call on Discord? No, that starts in about 40 minutes. 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. Um, however, I actually do live in the the garden state. Oh, I feel like my bad. I should have been more clear about that. Well, that's why I'm saying it in code because, we got to protect the babies. I want to try, but I'm scared. Take your time. Let it organically happen in life. Don't try to force it or make it happen. Just let the plant find you. Um, hello, Amy. Welcome in. Is there anyone who is trying to get into the Discord and use the copy and paste method and it still didn't work? Also, don't do too much at once. Exactly. Start slow. Take your time. Start with a drink. There's drinks now. They have that. They do that. Start with a drink. Feel that little buzz and then get into, the rest. So Lil has made it into the chat. Hey, so Lil. In London, it's different. I greened out multiple times, but in Canada, chef's kiss. Yeah, in London, don't get your hopes high. No shade. Hey, Kay. So we for anyone, because I see a bunch of new people coming in, and I see my bouquet coming in, and Be Your Own Boss came in. If you have missed this morning's Do Nothing session together, we are going to do it at 12:30. So in about 30-ish minutes, 35 minutes, 38 minutes. In the Discord chat though. So not on live where we are right now. In the Discord chat. Yeah, we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to go over the rules of the challenge. Sorry, experiment, because we're not calling it a challenge anymore because it's not challenging. We're just consciousness experimenting with consciousness. Remember, guys, say it in the chat. Say, we are just experimenting. Say, we are just experimenting. We are not challenging ourselves because it is not a challenge. Say, we are just experimenting. I want you to remind yourself throughout all 7 days, we are just experimenting. That's all we're doing. Just having some fun, playing with our reality, consciousness playing with the field of consciousness. That's exactly what we're doing. Okay? So, welcome in, Miss Sniffles. I like your name. Also, if you want to come in the server and you want to start asking vulnerable questions, but you don't like to ask certain questions out loud, come into the server and make a server only name so that no one knows who you are. That way you can get the advice that you're looking for. Okay? I want y'all to feel comfortable, but I also want y'all to understand I only give advice in my live broadcasts and in the group chat and the Q&A group chat channel. Make sure you follow all the rules. Make sure you look at the rules that I write. Because if you don't obey those rules, I will ask you, is you cool? Is you cool? Yeah, no trauma dumping. None of that. Emotional regulation. Showing up as the God self. You can show up as human. You can express your emotions, but no trauma dumping. No spiraling. We're not doing none of that. Because we don't want to trigger. Sorry, my dog is barking at the dog across the street, and that dog is barking at him, and they're like, I guess they're tweeting each other. I don't know. Whatever dogs do. Um But yeah, okay. So I will see y'all at 12:30 on the dot for those who missed the morning session. This is the last time I will be having an afternoon session though. For the rest of the 6 days. For the rest of the 6 days, I better see you at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time every morning, ready to do a do nothing session, ready to stare off into space and blink slowly and become awareness. Wow, we got the same. Oh my God, you got the fine mic. I felt so like the shit when I first got this. I still do. I persisted and got my heart's desire, y'all. Keep persisting and focus on self-concept. So that's not what we're teaching right now. We're teaching techniqueless, do-less living. If that makes anyone in here uncomfortable, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, you're good, boo. But congratulations, because you ate that. I want y'all to know that y'all don't have to really do too much. We are shifting into an effortless state. We are shifting into a state where it's too fucking easy. Right? We are discussing the blind faith experiment that is actually starting today, Maul. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the crew. It is a 7-day self-experiment, not a challenge, because we're not challenging ourselves because it's not a challenge. It's easy. We're just consciousness having fun with itself, right? It is so easy for us. You're right, Mo. So what we're doing on these 7 days, no techniques. No techniques. But what about subliminal? No techniques. But what about affirmative? No techniques. But I journal. No techniques. No techniques. Okay. 7 days starting today. We will meet on my live broadcast every morning at 10:30 a.m. If you have not RSVP'd yet, I have all of the live broadcasts, the upcoming live broadcasts, linked on my profile, and you can RSVP that way. Yes, Mo, no techniques. Do nothing, okay? The only thing that you really need to actively be doing is clarifying what the fuck you want and deciding that you have it. The rest is up to the quantum field to rearrange around you. That is how you programmed it after all. You know that the second that you make a decision and you decide decide that it is coming, that it is done, that it is evolving, that it is everything is being put in motion. The moment that you decide that the desire is yours, once you operate like that internally, doing nothing feels so good. And that is what we will be doing. We'll be coming on here and we'll be doing our do nothing sessions where we sit in a meditative state with our eyes open, blinking organically, not trying to strain our eyes. And in our minds, we strip ourselves of our identity, our race, our gender, our age, our culture, our religion, our political opinions, our history. We strip ourselves of all the human aspects of ourselves and we just become pure awareness. No opinions about anything. No if, ands, or buts, no wants, no needs, no nothing. We just are pressing pause on the human experience and we are remembering we are awareness expressed into this human experience. That's it. Yes, the do nothing session. That is how your desires are going to be expressed into this physical experience by you becoming an open channel that is effortless. See, when you're doing techniques, you are in the state of, I do not have this thing. So I must do something in order to get this thing. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to get the something by doing a technique. You probably will. But imagine what training yourself to understand that decision is all it takes for your desire to come to pass. Imagine how powerful. Imagine how fast you'd manifest if you practice that just for 7 days, just to see what it feels like. We're not taking away your beloved techniques, right? We're not burying them. They're not dead. You can do the technique whenever you feel naturally inspired to do it. But for 7 days, we are just pressing pause on the human experience, on the human belief that you have to effort your way into your desired reality. That's what we're doing. Soul says, yes, when I was doing all those techniques, I felt like I was forcing it and I was getting mad. Exactly. And that's what we want to avoid. Lizetti says, is my manifestation fucked if I reacted to a circumstance from my SP? No. The only thing that matters, Lizetti, is who you're being right here, right now in the moment, not who you were being. Who are you being right now? And sustaining that identity. The person who can get who they want and who all of her ex-SPs can't get enough of and can't get away from, that person, how would they act? How would they respond? How would they move forward? So that's what we're doing for the next 7 days. If you are open to joining that experiment, the do nothing experiment, make sure to join the Discord. I will be getting off now. Thank you, Kelly, for joining. Thank you, MM, for joining. Yeah, this is going to be really fun, guys. So the steps are wake up in the morning, do the do nothing session together with Ema on live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then throughout the day, affirmative behavior and thinking. Okay? The Discord link is right in my bio. It's called the God State Collective. It should be one of the first 3 links. It's actually the first link. It says the God State Collective. Make sure to copy it and paste it into your browser because some people's settings are set to block links. in Discord specifically, or Linktree specifically. I will see you guys at 12:30. Remember, that's in about 28 minutes. We're going to do all of this over. I'm going to go over the challenge again for those who are new, because some people expect it to be at 12:30, so they're not even in here. So for those who already heard me do the whole spiel, you're probably going to hear me do it again. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for showing up again. But I'm going to go over the whole spiel again with everyone in the chat, in the Discord chat, and we're going to do another do nothing session together. And this is starting in 26 minutes. 26 minutes. Yeah. I will see you at 12:30 in the Discord server. Make sure to introduce yourself and don't be shy. Make sure to read the rules, okay? And make sure to follow them too. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in 20 something minutes, all right? Bye.